Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Toadwick, and today I'm going to teach you how to build this generator to get this gorgeous pile of warped wood for your very own. First things first, we have to build our generator. So let's start off by building up a piston tower. You need to go 8 high. You can go higher than this, but you'll end up with a lot of leaves instead of the wood, and nobody wants the leaves. To get power to the pistons, I'll give you two options, target blocks and repeaters. I know target blocks take a lot of wheat, so if you don't have a wheat farm, but you have a lot of repeaters, those are fine too. If you want to use target blocks, just place them on every other level, like so. Then come up to the block behind them and build up glass to the top. Now just go down breaking every other one in a diagonal. After that, give it a quick wire up with some redstone dust. Just like that. For the repeater method, you're going to place 2 blocks of glass on the bottom piston, then repeat this for every other piston going up. Then just like the target block design, you're going to come over here, making a tower going up, breaking every other pane. Now we can place our repeaters, and through the magic of bud powering, that will take care of all the pistons. Finish it off by placing some redstone. This should be your final product. Let's just take a moment and test this. So grab a lever, flick it on, all the pistons extend. Try it on this model, all the pistons extend. So we have successfully created a pushing device. The next step is going to be creating our spawning and powering device. So place some nylium right by the pistons here, right under them, and place another one at an angle. We put that there just in case a tree happens to grow at the exact same time a random tick happens and removes the nylium covering. As you can see, it's gone, but if we just bone meal it, it comes back. We don't lose anything. After that, you're going to want to place a repeater going into it, a lever, or any power source, turn it on, and complete the redstone line. So anytime a block is placed here, or happens to form here, it will be automatically pushed out of the way by our piston system. The next step is building this beautiful giant pusher here to move all the trees and allow us to create a large bank for chopping. As you can see, the design here is pretty much the same as the other pusher, target blocks or repeaters going into a bank of pistons. I prefer using the target blocks because the repeaters add just a little bit of delay and we want this machine to move as quickly as possible. Now, because the way the leaves of the trees happen to generate, we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, back 1, and place our piston. This is where our piston bank is going to be starting. It's going to extend 10 out and 8 up. Once that's completed, you should end up with a wall of pistons that looks something like this. Well, exactly like this. Now we're going to create the same pattern with either the target blocks or the repeaters going up the side. Once it's finished, you'll end up with a design that either looks like the target blocks on the left or the repeaters on the right. Next, we're going to have to wire it up by placing the glass along the back with redstone dust. Once again, you're going to repeat this going all the way up. Finally, we're going to create the zigzag pattern coming up. In order to be able to power them all, you're going to break every other one with redstone dust. That is the entire thing wired. After this, we're going to add the power for the pistons over here, and we're going to be using an observer with a delayed monostable circuit. We'll set up an observer with obsidian behind it, just in case something happens to go wrong. We will place a repeater coming out of the obsidian on 4 ticks. In the ground here, you're going to pop out a block, put down a sticky piston and a solid block, and then you're going to place some redstone dust in an angle like that. You're gonna place a solid block after that and hit in another repeater. That'll end up providing just enough power to reach the topmost corner of the piston bank. So let's go ahead and test this now. Place a block in the topmost corner, come down to the observer and place a block in front of it. And nothing happens. All right, so I've just swung around to the back of the contraption and it looks like we were missing a piece of redstone dust on top of the solid block. Now if I just break this block here, we should see all the pistons fire. We have successfully created a piston bank that will push our wood, creating a massive pile. So this is going to be the entire generator complete. However, I've noticed sometimes that the leaves will generate where you are and actually hurt you. So if you build up a little scaffolding base here, you can actually protect yourself from getting smushed by the leaves. Just like that. And if you really want to stop the leaves from growing, build up your scaffolding up to 5 blocks away from the growing location. But as you can see, I didn't go nearly high enough. These things grow up to 26 blocks tall. You're calling whether you do this or not. It's a lot of scaffolding. Approaching from the back, the operation is super simple. Simply place your mushroom and then bone meal it. You get a tree. Repeat. As you can see, it's already coming along nicely. The first set is going to give you some of these extra leaves here, but as long as when you're cutting back the wood, you don't cut into this extra tree that grows here beside the pistons, you shouldn't get that again. So there you have it, 2.5 minutes of growing these trees, and we already have a huge pile. Never worry about having to go to the nether for this wood ever again. That's going to be it for me today. Have a great day. Have a great night. See you guys later.